I'd say basketball first caught my attention probably around kindergarten, whatever age you are when you're in kindergarten, 4, 5, 6, around there. But it probably had to do with my sisters playing. So just going to their practices and going to their tournaments every weekend, watching them play. I think that's really what first got me into it.
Taman, when he was younger, was very active. He always loved to be outside and shooting a hoop or catching a ball. He wasn't one to sit and play Legos on the floor or put cars on a little track. That was just not active enough for him. So he was always pretty busy trying to keep up with his 3 older sisters.
I remember going to one of my sister's practices before I had a team to play on my own, and they allowed me to jump in some drills and included me in the practice. And I was 3 or 4 years younger than them, and obviously they were girls and I was a little boy, but they just involved me, and from that point on I just fell in love and continued to grow in my skills and just my love for the game as I got to like middle school and then high school, realizing that I had some skills that not everyone was blessed with, so taking advantage of those and had dreams that I wanted to accomplish.
And on the basketball court, he used to be called Mr. Hustle, because he'd steal so many balls. I mean, he'd know the ball's going, he'd read the defense, read the offense, and he just made a lot of different plays that, you know, once he got to 9th grade, 10th grade, other kids weren't making those same plays, and we'd see fans would come around the court that he's on and just kind of watch and point and things like that. I'm like, wow, why are they? You know, this is weird here. You know, this is, you know, that's my son out there, and he's.
We knew him when he stood out, I think, 2nd, 3rd grade already. You know, most people knew who he was, and kind of a phenom in town. And you know, as he came into high school, we knew he'd be in the lineup right away, and he did incredible things from the very beginning. And
he was really good at everything from such a young age that it was just kind of normal for him to be like good at things, even if it was baseball or soccer, like not necessarily just basketball. So I think it was more when he got to middle school and high school, doing a lot of the club basketball, when he would be getting recruited by colleges, things like that, is when it became a little bit more real of, okay, he's probably gonna play Division I somewhere and we'll see what comes next and things like that. So it was always normal, but it got a little bit more real as he was looking into future plans.
Iowa State offered me in 8th grade, after 8th grade, so before I went to high school. But being highly ranked and recruited from colleges and all of that it was a lot of fun, but it was also overwhelming, especially when I got into high school. Just the amount of visits that you have to go on and coaches texting you and calling you, that sometimes you feel overwhelmed, like I said, but other times you're like, wow, this is pretty cool that these people are interested in my abilities and believe in me. So those things were obviously motivating.
We were shocked. I mean, it was kind of early for that to happen. We weren't expecting that for a couple of years, but yeah, at the same time, we were proud that someone recognized that he had a skill level that could advance to the college level. So he had a few offers right away, but then the injury happened.
Yeah, I remember this specific play that I tore my ACL. We were playing summer league basketball for Ames. We were in Council Bluffs at a tournament, playing a Nebraska team, high school. Not sure what the team was, but went up for a rebound, came down, and no one was around me, so it was no contact. Just planted right, left, and then my left knee just sort of caved in and gave out, and I sort of felt like a pop. And my leg went numb, and I sort of just knew that it was something, because I got kneed in the quad a few days before that. My dad told me not to play, to just sit out, but I wanted to play, and he actually didn't know that I was playing. So then Coach Downs had to call my dad, and my dad was not happy about it. And it was a long recovery, a lot of rehab. a lot of sweat and tears, but looking back on it, I think I learned a lot as a player, but also as a person, was just able to grow in things that were outside of basketball. When I was able to finally commit to Iowa State, there was a lot of thoughts that went into it. The whole recruiting process, I kind of knew that I wanted to be at Iowa State, but I remember when TJ got the job, it was kind of up in the air. So I didn't really have an offer at that time, but I think the day after he got the job, he called me and made sure that I knew that he wanted me at Iowa State, and that meant a lot because I knew he had a lot of things going on for the first probably week or two that he got the Iowa State job. So just knowing that I was a priority for Iowa State was all I could ask for, because obviously Iowa State was the place I wanted to be.
The emotions after Taman committed to ISU was pretty high. I mean, he committed on a Zoom call with all the Iowa State coaches, and he had asked his sisters to be there, and they didn't know he was going to commit at that moment. It was just a chat with the coaches, which they were doing every week with Taman and us. And he got on and, took the hat out and said he was committing, and there was cheering, and sisters were pretty proud at that moment. And I know for me personally, it was great because he was staying home.
As a freshman coming into Iowa State, I didn't really know what to expect with playing time and all of that. I think I just came in with the mindset that I was just going to be myself and work hard. I think for any freshman, that's really all you can do is work hard and listen. So that's what I went into the summer I'm trying to do. I kind of knew that I was going to be playing some minutes. I didn't know for sure that it was going to be starting, but once we got to the season, I realized, okay, I'm going to be starting as a freshman, and I was super excited. Obviously, you want to play and you want to start, but I was definitely nervous. As a freshman in the Big 12 alone is not easy. Just the emotions that go into all of it. But I think my mindset was just to help the team win in any way that I can.
The first time I saw him in the Iowa State jersey on him, I actually was crying. I had tears in my eyes. I knew I'd be that way, and I'll embrace that because it was something he wanted, something we wanted for him as well. So a lot of emotion, a lot of tears for me, I know. And then once the ball went up, I'm like, okay, let's score. And I don't think he scored his first game,
Yeah,
but at the same time, it was, just watching him be out there and knowing that he wanted to be there, knowing that the fans were cheering for him. It was I'll never forget it.
Yeah, it was very emotional. I agree, kind of everything you said, and then as well as just seeing his resilience through, the injury and being able to continue to achieve his dream and work hard and to be a freshman and get that opportunity, to be on the court. That was unique as well, and so, nervous, but super happy that he was able to experience that and still now.
My leadership has evolved a ton from my freshman season. As a freshman, you don't have a ton of leadership roles. I'd say I had a little bit just being a point guard. You kind of have that role automatically of sort of controlling your team and knowing where everyone's supposed to be. And then this year, I think I've taken a big step in leadership, realizing that I'm one of those guys that it definitely relies on now, and just knowing that I have to sort of be one of those guys to lead this team on and off the court if we want to get to where we want to get to.
Yeah, since I've been here, Taman was kind of quiet, but now since this is last year, senior year, he's been more talkative than I ever seen. And but I think our team needs that from coming from our point guard and him being a great leader. He's stepping into that role and he's embracing it, and he wants to be that guy that everybody can come to and talk to, and they got questions, they can, come ask him. And he's another coach on the court that you need.
He's so well spoken, and I feel like that has come with time, but anytime anyone asks him a question on any of the news outlets, he responds so well, so maturely, is always uplifting to the coaches and the teammates and giving the glory to God. He's just super mature, and I admire that. I think it was apparent, there's good leaders at Iowa State, and then over the years, that's been more, his job. So I definitely think just seeing him on the court, running plays, making sure everyone, whether it's going really well or poorly, is in it together, kind of the camaraderie and getting huddled up. Just see that happening more and more. And obviously outside of basketball, life's been pretty busy. So, student athlete, he's still pursuing his degree, senior year, so almost done with all of that. He's married now, so just his relationship with Samantha too. There's been lots of ways that he's kind of grown up, especially as I consider him a middle schooler still in my mind, so.
Lately he's been making his own eggs. It's been kind of a fun. I don't typically make him eggs, but the other day he got hungry, and so he got a pan out, and I was like, well, what do you do? And he made eggs, and it looked really good, so I'll give him that.
An egg sandwich.
When we were dating, we cooked more together, but now I like to have dinner ready when he gets home, because he gets home around 5:30.
It's an honor, it's a blessing. Never take it for granted, because it's what I dreamed of when I was a kid, to play for Iowa State and represent everything that it means to be an Iowa State athlete, but even beyond that, just what it means from coming from Ames and in the community that Iowa State is in, and just knowing how much it means for me, but for my family, and also for kids that are in the spot that I was at when I was their age. Just knowing that I'm a role model for kids, and representing myself in Iowa State and Ames as a community in the best way possible is something that's super important for me.
No, it just he's fallen into line of another great product that Ames High has produced, both as an athlete and a student at Ames High. I do know Taman cares a lot about this community. He's probably had chances to leave in this NIL world that we all live in now, and he stayed. I do know he supports a couple of local organizations. Obviously the Boys and Girls Club, we're very thankful for his support. And then I know he's mentoring and helping YSS, another great organization, helping young adults to be better, and that's Taman for you.
He usually never says no to opportunities of people asking him to come out and do things, or just, the Ames High basketball camp. He'll always say yes, even if he's super busy and has 50 things to do that week. He'll say yes, and he'll be there, and he'll show up with a good attitude. I don't hear him complain very often about having to go to do things, or even when we're out in public and he just wants to go grocery shopping and he has people come up to him, he's never once complained about it. So I just think that in and of itself shows a lot about the respect he has for the community, and he says all the time he wouldn't be here without them. So I just think they're such an important part of his life and his career so far.
When I look back at my college career, I think I want to be known for someone who helped this program grow and be a successful program. I think off the court, just being known as someone who loved the community of Ames and loved the Iowa State fans, loved interacting, was always a nice guy, willing to take pictures, sign autographs, do whatever it is, because that's what it's all about. The love that we get in this community, it's great. You don't get that playing for every college team. So just taking advantage of that and enjoying the fans and interacting. I have a lot of fun just interacting with fans, and on the court, maybe setting some more records. Obviously, I haven't had the steals record, but having your name in the history books is never a bad thing. So just winning as many games as we can, making this program, like I said, successful, and just continue to rise and get better.